Hello, welcome to Sarah Overbooked. I am Sarah, and welcome to my week one of the Reindeer Readathon. I'm going to be talking to you while I do my Christmas puzzle. And hopefully the ambiance in the back isn't too loud. It's just rain, but since the neighbors upstairs are quite loud, it's good to have background noise all the time. Drowns most of it out. I did not do TBR for December. I did actually make 2 TBRs, but I've already scrapped both of them and gone off on my own, so I decided that I was going to do more of a mood read for the Reindeer Readathon this year. The Reindeer Readathon is a readathon put on by Break Even Books. This is my 3rd year participating. It was also the very first readathon I ever did. I'm not 100% sure how long it's been going on, but I tagged the announcement video on the bottom. I am on Team Stocking this year, which is also the team that I was on the first year, and we won it when I was on Team Stocking, so go Team Stocking. The Reindeer Readathon is a month-long competitive readathon. Alright, the Reindeer Readathon prompts. 1, Dasher is a book from a recommendation list, something online that you found. 2, Dancer is a book that matches your most favorite genre of music. 3, Prancer is a synopsis mentions a special event or date. 4, Vixen is a book you did not buy. 5, Comet is a book that ends in the last digit of your birth date. So I was born on the 28th. My book has to end with a page count of something that ends in 8. I believe I picked a book right now, doing the whole, there's a couple of that I could use for this, but the one I think I'm gonna do ends in 508. 6, Cupid is an author you've given 5 stars before. 7, Donner is they gave a word puzzle, and you had to find 4 words, and one of those 4 words had to be in the art on the cover. My words were footwear, moon, transportation, and horse. 8, Blitzen is pick a letter and pick 3 books that start with that letter, and then have them randomly pick the book that you read. My letter is R, only because that is the only letter in my, I did read the alphabet challenge for myself this year, and that is the only letter I haven't read yet is R. I've gotten all the others done, so that is my letter. I haven't gone through with the rest of that. 9, Rudolph is a read a debut, and 10, Slaying It is book if you finish all of the other 9 prompts plus the 5 add-ons. Christmas Light, Christmas Tree, Christmas Star, Christmas Carols, and Christmas Elf. You can read a Slaying It for extra points for your team. December 1st, obviously, I started reading. I finished all my November reads and November 30th, so I got to start reading for this on December 1st. And on December 1st, I decided, since I had the late shift at work, I would read my ebook, and I read my Rudolph prompt, Madhouse, with my Rudolph prompt, Madhouse, Don't Talk to Strangers, my Miguel Estrada. It is his debut published work, and the Rudolph prompt is Read a Debut. Also, Christmas Lights, I believe, for ebook. So Madhouse was a novella about I believe he's 11 or 12. He's definitely written older, but it had to be. You wouldn't believe this story with an actual child brain going through. So I just kind of suspended that whole thing, and you forget that he's that young, other than in the beginning and the end. His parents have a fight. He gets mad, decides to teach him a lesson, and run away. When he runs away, he gets kidnapped, and he gets taken to this house where there is a man and two women, and he needs to get out. As he's wandering around the house, he finds evidence of other children being there, and evidence that they never made it out. So this is a story about him trying to get away from these mad people. Can't really say too much because it's a novella, it's short, it's under 200 pages, but I'm not really a short story person, and I actually really liked this. It did have a it wasn't last sentence, but it was last paragraph twist, which I didn't see coming. I probably could have if I was, really thinking about the story as I read it, but I was just in the story in the moment. It was good. If you're looking for a short horror novella, I would recommend this one. So that was day one of the Reindeer Readathon. I read that before I had to go to work. Actually, I finished it at work. The next prompt that I read for prompt 3, which was Prancer, which is the synopsis mentions a special event or date. And I went with the Brides of High Hill, and the synopsis mentions the wedding that they're going to. This is obviously a book in a series. It's number 5 of the Singing Hills cycle. The book follows Cleric Chi. All of them are standalones. You don't have to read them in order. I really enjoyed the first one, the second one, and now the 5th one. The others, they were all right. This one is more of a darker tale than the others. I'm not quite sure how much I can tell you. Again, this one is under 200 pages. So a quick read, but the series follows Cleric Chi as they wander and collect stories. Their job is to collect stories and record them for remembrance. In this one, they meet up with a family going to take their daughter to meet her prospective husband. Almost brilliant, their Nexium isn't with them, and they're missing them and keep thinking about them and realize something's not quite right. I don't know what to say. That's not going to spoil it. Other than she goes to the city with the family. And while staying with the family, they notice some things that are out of place, and the son of the soon-to-be husband, the Lord. Everybody says that he's mad and don't go near him. But he's trying to warn them that something's off and they should get out, basically. And in the end, almost too late, they figure out what's going on and basically get out of the city. That's all I'm going to say. Other than, yes, this was a little darker than all the others. That's probably why I liked it so much. I still think the second one is my favorite, but definitely a series that I would recommend. And then I'm in the middle of 2 other books. I haven't finished anything else. I plan on finishing one today and hopefully one tomorrow. But I'm in the middle of what is this one? This is 7 Donner. Donner they gave a word search. You found 4 words and you had to pick a book that had one of those words on the art of the cover. My 4 words were footwear, moon, transportation, and horse. So my Donna read is also my book you wouldn't normally gravitate to read, which I think is Christmas Elf. And that is Catcher in the Rye. This is a coming-of-age story that everybody seems to love, a classic. I tend to not really like the classics that everybody seems to love, but I'm 100 pages in, and it's okay. Nothing really has happened so far other than our main character, Holden, is getting kicked out of school and decides to leave school early and spend some time in New York City. That's as far as I'm at. I have no other things to say about it. Nothing's really caught my attention. It's not bad. The writing's good, but we'll see. And then I am also 415 pages in on my Christmas Star, which is over 500 pages, and 6 Cupid, author I've given a 5-star before. I gave 5 stars to Gideon the Knight, so I'm reading Hero the Knight. The first part of this book, I was confused. Though, now that I'm understanding what's going on, I think part of that was meant to be. In broad overview, it's necromancers in space. The first one was kind of a mystery. This one also a mystery, but in a different way, where Hero did it to herself and cannot remember what happened to get her where she is now. And it jumps around in the timeline, so if you're not a person that likes that, this one may not be for you, but it does jump around in the timeline, and you don't get all of the information you need in the beginning to understand some of what's going on. So that is what I have read so far for the Reindeer Readathon. Like I said, I'm kind of winging it. Made 2 TBRs and both of them have changed, so we'll see what I read next. Hopefully I do finish those 2 books this weekend, because I actually have the weekend off, though I did have to tell them I was taking the weekend off, or they would have scheduled me again. But yeah, I want to take this time, being the end of the year, that to say that I appreciate everybody who watches my videos. I know they're probably not the best. I know the quality isn't the best. I'm still new, still figuring things out. Of like the content. I'll probably mostly be sitting and talking to you. I'm not really the vlogging type of person with taking video of extra things. You might get some pets. Norman and Millette in the videos, but I'm probably not going to be taking video out and about and doing things. So still trying to come up with content. I'm probably going to be expanding and not just doing books, but doing things like the games that I play too. Maybe putting some videos on of games I play out, just because it'll get me to play more games. I've been trying to find time for that, and it'll get me more content. If you have any suggestions on what you'd like to see, or any suggestions at all, I do want to try to figure out, I plan on trying to figure out, sitting down and figuring it out, how to do a live productivity sprints, because those help me tremendously. And whether I'm doing them myself unvideoed or watching some of yours, helps me get things done. So I would like to get those up there, but I gotta figure out how to do that first, and then those will start. I don't have anything else in mind. If you have any suggestions on what I should do, what might help me, what you would not want to see, also any suggestions for any books for the Reindeer Readathon, or any comments on the books that I have read so far, let me know down in the comments. And I appreciate you watching. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.